You know how before a flight, you're juggling your phone, your passport, and that stress ball you bought to calm down when your boarding pass scans denied? Picture this. You're in the security line, breathing hard like you just ran a marathon, only to hear, "Sir, we now accept a nod instead of ID." Okay, maybe not exactly that, but the airport world is about to get weird, fast. By 2026, flying isn't just about where you're going, it's about how smart the airport you're passing through has become. From facial scans instead of boarding passes, to CT scanners that make your 2-liter soda look like a harmless smoothie, the way we travel is changing, and almost no one told you about it. So pause, take a deep breath, and let me walk you through the airport changes coming in 2026 that are going to mess with everything, and also, weirdly, make life easier. Here's why this matters. If you thought that half hour in the security line was just part of the horror of travel, buckle up, 2026 will reinvent parts of that nightmare. These rule changes don't just affect the occasional tourist. Nope, they'll shape the experience for families, business travelers, first-timers, and seasoned pros alike. They'll redefine efficiency, safety, and absolutely how much you'll be allowed to carry on board. Miss one tiny update, and you could pay for it in time, money, and stress. But if you stay ahead, you might breeze through like you're part of some unlocked VIP club. Think about it, airports are basically tech ecosystems now, with data flying faster than the planes themselves. Those who adapt will move through security like pros, while everyone else fumbles at the scanner, still arguing about plastic bag sizes. In a world where queues, scanning systems, and boarding protocols evolve every few months, staying informed isn't optional. It's your new boarding pass to stress-free travel. Imagine this. Sarah, the frequent flyer, is heading to a business conference. She's braced for the usual shoes off, liquids out drill, but instead, she walks through a gate, glances into a smart camera, and 2 seconds later, she's done. No fumbling for her ID, no removing her belt, no awkward shuffling she's in. Then there's Mark, traveling with his entire extended family for a holiday reunion. 2 toddlers, 3 suitcases, and a carry-on full of snacks. The first-time route is usually a gauntlet of confusion. But by 2026, airports offer digital family profiles. His group checks in via a mobile app, uploads photos, and the system recognizes their faces as they walk through the terminal. The kids are thrilled they think they're in a sci-fi movie instead of an airport. Or picture Jamie, the nervous first-time flyer. She overpacked her liquids, of course she did, carries a camera battery she's not sure is allowed, and can't remember whether her laptop needs to go in its own tray. But her terminal has a CT scanner that instantly sees through her bag contents. It gives a little green check pop on some hidden screen. "Everything's good, Jamie. Go ahead." She breathes out. No drama, no confiscation, and she feels like she's won her first travel victory. So, what's really changing? Let's break it down rule by rule, but keep the tone light, because despite how high-tech this sounds, airports are still trying to make sense of all this too. First up, biometric entry is going mainstream. By 2026, many major airports will rely heavily on facial recognition and digital IDs. Instead of waving around a paper boarding pass or fumbling with your phone, you look into a camera, blink, maybe, and walk right in. Boarding, security checks, even customs, all potentially handled through your face. It's fast, it's futuristic, and yes, it feels a little like Star Trek. Some privacy concerns remain, but the convenience is life-changing. No more, "I left my ID in the Uber" panic. Your face is your ID. Second, CT scanners are getting upgraded, and they're not your grandpa's X-ray machines. The newer ones can scan luggage in full 3D detail, meaning liquids, gels, power banks, and weird battery things get distinguished much more precisely. That's how airports will allow more items that used to be verboten. In some places, the 3-1-1 liquid rule, the infamous 100 milliliter limit, may be relaxed or even scrapped entirely, at least in terminals equipped with the new scanners. That means that innocent shampoo-sized bottle might just slide through without a second glance. Pre-2026, packing for a carry-on meant compromise. After 2026, it might mean creative freedom for your hydration game, but only if you fly through the right airport. Third, real digital credentials, boarding passes, passports, visas. We're moving toward a future where all that lives on your phone. By 2026, more airports will support digital travel wallets, credentials stored securely on your device, tied to your biometric data. That means less paper, fewer stressful moments digging through your stack of documents, and more time to scroll through your phone for memes before takeoff. The downside? Battery anxiety hits differently when your phone is your passport. Fourth, power banks and electronics. Security hasn't forgotten them. In fact, it's paying extra attention. As battery tech improves, airports are tightening rules on what you can bring in your carry-on versus checked bags. Big, high-watt-hour power banks may require pre-approval, or might only be allowed in certain lanes. But the silver lining, charging zones at terminals are becoming smarter. Some airports will have scanning stations that verify your device's capacity on the spot and let you plug in if it's within safe limits. So yes, you may need to register your portable charger like it's a VIP gadget, but also, you won't be that traveler glued to a dimly lit wall socket. Fifth, layout changes and smarter flow. Airport design in 2026 isn't just about pretty ceilings and Instagram walls. It's about flow. More terminals will include smart lanes, dedicated biometric lanes, app-based queues, and even automated security belts where you place your bag, walk through, and don't have to look back. These lanes help separate travelers based on risk profiles. Frequent flyers, families, and first-timers can be funneled into different paths to make security more efficient for everyone. Some airports are even experimenting with split-lane check-in and bag drop, where your suitcase gets whisked away automatically after a quick scan, leaving you free to grab coffee. Sixth, health and safety tech gets upgraded too. Remember those awkward thermal cameras? They're evolving. By 2026, smart gates could scan your temperature, assess your dehydration risk, yes, really, and even check the air quality around you. These gates use sensors and AI to detect anomalies, not to freak you out, but to improve passenger health and sanitation. In some airports, the system might suggest you drink water or pause at a hydration station if it detects signs of low hydration. Add in automated restroom cleaning robots and self-cleaning high-touch surfaces, and airports are becoming surprisingly spa-like. Seventh, luggage tracking. Gone are the days when your checked bag disappears into a black hole. With RFID tags, blockchain-based baggage tracking, and real-time luggage apps, by 2026, many airports will let you track your suitcase exactly where it is. On the plane, you can see it. At the carousel, right there. Lost in transit, you'll know instantly. Lost baggage becomes less, where is my stuff? And more, why did I pack so much cheese? Even airlines are embracing the change, integrating live bag tracking into their mobile apps, complete with push notifications like, your luggage just boarded the aircraft. Some premium travelers even get weight sensors that confirm no one's tampered with their bags. No more guessing games, no more waiting at an empty belt, just total transparency. Finally, your suitcase can text you back. Eighth, contactless everything, up, and away. In 2026, you may not touch a single kiosk. Check-in, bag drop, boarding passes, even food orders at airport restaurants, all app-based, all contactless. Retail shops will use beacon technology to send personalized offers to your phone while you walk by. Buy a neck pillow? How about a flight-themed onesie? And since airports collect more data, experience personalization becomes a thing. You could get lounge access offers, priority services, or travel suggestions based on your frequent destinations. Even payment systems are evolving: tap-to-pay zones, voice-activated coffee orders, and AI-powered vending machines that remember your last snack choice. Imagine walking past a cafe and having your usual order pop up automatically on your phone. Double espresso again? Airports are transforming into fully connected ecosystems where convenience meets customization. Just try not to buy something every 5 steps. Ninth, security screening becomes predictive. AI and machine learning models integrated into airport systems will start flagging unusual traveler behavior. Not in a dystopian way, but in a helpful, data-driven way. If your ticket, baggage, or scanning pattern matches thousands of similar low-risk travelers, the system may expedite your screening, letting you breeze through without removing a single item. Conversely, if something seems off: a sudden route change, unusual luggage weight, or inconsistent ID scan, you might get a polite "please step aside" for a quick check. It's like having a bouncer who knows most of the regulars, friendly, efficient, and quietly vigilant. This approach helps cut false alarms, reduce human error, and strengthen security without making travelers feel like suspects. By 2026, airports could screen smarter, not harder, turning long queues into data-backed precision lines that actually make sense. 10th, sustainability and green airports go next level. By 2026, many airports are implementing solar-powered terminals, electric ground vehicles, and advanced HVAC systems that adapt to passenger traffic in real time. Some are even testing rainwater harvesting roofs and smart glass that tints automatically to regulate temperature. Others have gone full eco-luxury with vertical gardens, moss walls, and air-purifying planters that recycle CO2 into clean oxygen. These upgrades don't just look cool. They reduce emissions, lower energy costs, and make terminals feel calmer and more human. Imagine walking through an airport that smells like a greenhouse instead of jet fuel, charging your phone on a solar bench, or sipping coffee brewed with reclaimed rainwater. Welcome to guilt-free flying almost. All of these changes, taken together, can dramatically reshape how you fly. But of course, with all the good stuff comes some awkwardness. There will be teething pains. Biometric scanners may misidentify people. Your digital passport might glitch. Power bank scanners could have false positive freakouts. Luggage tags might fail. Technology never works perfectly on the first try, and in airports, where millions of people fly every single day, even a tiny bug becomes a viral YouTube story. But that's travel. That's progress. And in many ways, it's exactly the kind of chaos we signed up for when we chose to explore the world. So what now? If you're booking flights beyond 2025, even just thinking about it, here's what you should do. First, check your airline's app and the airports you're flying through. Not every terminal will have all these new systems right away, and some will lag behind. Second, update your travel toolkit. Get comfortable with mobile boarding passes, make sure your phone can store digital credentials, and maybe consider a smaller power bank that's friendly reviewed for airport security. Third, practice being patient. Technology is evolving. Some days, you'll fly through scanning gates like a boss. Other days, you'll be held up because your face doesn't match your driver's license photo. But humor helps. Travel is always a little awkward, and that's part of the ride. Here's a final thought. In 2026, the airport might feel like a different place, but that place could also be one of the coolest places you've ever traveled through. Imagine checking in without a boarding pass, walking through beautifully designed biometric gates, sipping water from a hydration station after SmartGate tells you to, and watching your suitcase's journey in real time. It's not science fiction, it's just travel, reimagined. And once you experience it, you might wonder how you ever flew the old way. So before you fly again, pause. Savor this moment, because the next time you're in an airport, maybe in 2026, you might not recognize it. And that's exactly the point. The future of travel is almost here, and it's weird, wonderful, and a little unpredictable. But isn't that part of why we travel in the first place? Maybe, just maybe, the journey is finally catching up to the dreams. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.